In this video, I'm going to be taking the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie and creating my very own Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie posters. Now, I am not using Photoshop, alright? I'm using Sketchbook Pro since I cannot afford Photoshop. Don't bully me, please. Also, I am only going to be using classic transparent images from the actual games, just to give myself a little challenge. Don't expect them to come out great. I am only using a software that is not made for this sort of thing. But let's hop straight into it. Grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, people. It's gonna be fun, okay? After Freddy spawns in, he has no other purpose but for me to erase his left side and completely get rid of that. After changing up the lighting a little bit, I make it look a little more blue than purple. And doing the same thing to Freddy, I get to the highlights on the side of his face. And I put multiple layers on this just to make it look extra realistic. And at the end, it came out really well. Now I'm just changing up some more of Freddy's lighting, just to try and really get it to fit in with the actual environment. And after I did that, it looks a lot better. Now I go to the shading around the arms and hand, as well as the jaw, and then I finish off the shading. Now this is what we have, and it does look good, but it is missing the logo, so I hopped right back into Sketchbook Pro and added the logo, and here is the final result. Honestly, this came out a lot better than I ever could have imagined. I'm really proud of it. I did resize the logo though, because after looking at the original movie posters, I realized that the logo is actually really big and in the center of the poster, so I did fix that and it made it look a lot better. And if any of these other posters can top this one, I will be very surprised. Now, let's move on to Bonnie. After putting Bonnie into the picture, I do the exact same thing as I did with Freddy and erase his left side. When I did that, I put some dark highlights on the side of him while also giving his right eye a big glow to make it look more ominous and scary. And as I did with Freddy, I put highlights on the side of Bonnie, and after I did that, it came out very well. Just watch it and you'll see. Oh boy, when I finished this one, I was very proud of it, and surprisingly enough, it actually came out a lot better, in my opinion. It came out a lot better than the Freddy one did, and basically, I love this one. I don't know, you guys you guys can have your own opinion and stuff. I don't know, yeah, so, I really like this one. Now, let's just move on to Withered Chica. Chica was definitely the hardest for me. As you can see right now, it took me forever to find the right shading for her. And I don't know why, but the transparent image that I used of Withered Chica was so difficult to find the right lighting. But I eventually did find it, and it really turned out great. After that, I put some darkness on Chica's eyes because I thought it would be more creepy if it was just blacked out eyes with some little white dots that would just glow. And it actually turned out very, very well, as you'll see in a minute. Once I finally got the eyes right, I erased Chica's left side like I have with everyone else, and realized that her right arm was actually really long, so I had to erase a little stump of that too, just so that it could fit into the poster perfectly, and that went really well. As I did with Bonnie and Freddy, I put some dark highlights on the side of her, and then that made it look more ominous and creepy, as well as some purple highlights on the right side of her. Well, so far, we have 3 of the main cast done, and I think they all turned out great. I don't know which one to choose as my favorite, because I actually really like them all. Now that I look at them, Chica and Bonnie are probably my favorites, but I really think they turned out great. I'm really excited to see how Foxy will go. I hope he's not as hard as Chica, though he may be harder because I think he may be the most complex Withered character, but we'll see. Anyways, let's move on to Withered Foxy. With Foxy, I repeat the same process of erasing his left side, and then after I did that, I got to the process of trying to really try and figure out the right lighting for him. And just like Chica, Foxy was pretty complex on trying to find the right lighting, but once I did, it looked on point. After that, I do the same thing as I did with Chica and completely black out his eye because it actually came out a lot better when I actually did black out his eye. And I ended up putting a white dot in there, and it ended up looking sick, as you'll see right now. It looks very, very good, in my opinion. After I did that, I did the same process as everyone else by putting highlighting on the side of them. This was a very key detail, and if I didn't do this on them, then it would not have looked good. I'm very proud of how these have come out so far, and I'm very happy with it. Well, we finally did it. We have 4 of the main cast for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie posters. They came out great, in my opinion, a lot better than my expectations. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you liked the fan-made posters. If you did, please remember to subscribe and subscribe.